And Adam Gold, who was on assignment at Carolina Hurricanes training camp, had a chance to sit down with the captain.
You're still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're still here?
I'm here, yeah. It's been a fun ride, and I'm ready for another great season and give it all I got.
You look around this room, there's a lot of familiar faces, some new ones.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say about where this organization is? Because there were a lot of years where there were 8, 9 new bodies in here.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for sure when there's only a few, and that's when you know things are going well too. You know, if you're, we've got to you always want to get better. You always got to tinker, but the core and the guys that are in this room, we believe in each other that we have the mix, and we just got to pull it off. But those are always good things when you only have a few guys change over, and it makes it easier to kind of get going in the right direction again.
I talked to you at the end of last year. Last year was weird because there was the attempt to bring Mikko in, and obviously that didn't work out. Mm-hmm. And it put the group through a lot, especially, we know how Sebastian had to deal with that. But what are your thoughts? Have you thought back on just the way you guys got through last year and where you ended up?
Yeah, every year has ups and downs. Every year has different challenges, and that was a new one for me, really. I can't say I've ever gone through a situation. I mean, a few kind of close scenarios, but nothing really like that. Knowing that potentially your best player is here, but maybe not here, and not sure if he wants to be. And it was like, and we're trying to make a playoff push, and it was just there's so many different dynamics, and you could tell we didn't. He was kind of playing like the way we want to play, and kind of not, and just like everyone was tiptoeing around him and everyone else, and we were really just waiting for the deadline to be done. And then after that, we knew talking to a few of the leaders, once we get that done, then we'll go. Let's go, and we did. And whatever group we had, we didn't care. We just wanted it done. It was it was just too many what ifs and too many scenarios, and. So you could tell once we had our group, the engine started turning again, and we started going and started playing the way we can and wanted to do, and it continued through the rest of the year.
I talked to Sebastian about it, about playing and trying too hard, to set him up, and now, like he said, I've lost my game for
sure,
right, and it just was a sigh of relief. And then the way you guys did kick in, and you get to the conference finals, and it didn't go the way you wanted. That had to be gratifying. That you know what's in the room.
Yeah. No, we already knew what's in the room. It was just a weird time, I thought, and like I said, Fishy was just a little off, and everyone else was kind of a little off, myself, and that's all it takes, right? That's how sloppy you can get very quickly, and in this league, everyone's so close, and it's just those little things that can send you sideways, and at that point it was hard to get wins.
When you guys get to the conference finals again, and somehow that is looked at as not as Final Four hockey, 4 teams playing, you're one of them, and somehow that's looked down upon. You guys got to change your system. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. That's wild.
What do you think about those things?
I think being in the Final Four is a crazy, awesome accomplishment, and I've played, like you said, here a long time. I've only made it there a handful of times. So it's hard to win it all, and we know that in this room. Obviously, we've been through a lot, and it just going to fuel us that much more. And it's just really a matter of find those little things that can get us better, and whether the guys we added and a few tinkers with how we play and what we do, but we believe in our foundation and who we are and the way we play, and we believe it wins hockey games, and we believe that's going to do it all for us, and we just got to keep pushing forward.
What was your summer like?
Short, but awesome.
Why was it short?
It just, I felt short. Obviously, when you go that long and you finally get the body to kind of slow down and take the time you need before you actually feel like getting back in the gym, right, and having energy to go again, you almost feel like you're coming back here and you're sitting here again. It's like deja vu-ish feeling, but I had a great summer. I have a lake house that literally there's no better place to turn your mind off, and my brothers were all up there with their kids, and we just hung out every day for a month and a half of just lake style. So it was so good, for me and my family and everyone to decompress and get the body feeling good again and get my strength back again and getting ready for another season.
Are you lighter than you were last year?
No, I'm about the same.
You look leaner.
No, I would say I'm pretty darn close to the same. I don't think it didn't change it too much. Like I said, for how short the summer is, it's hard to really change the body dramatically. In 2.5 months to really kind of get going. So it's kind of more just getting your strength back as quick as you can and getting a few gains, but and then just kind of getting ready back on the ice and getting going again.
All right, final thing, just about the room and the character that's in here. How do you describe it?
You can go a lot of different ways, but the guys I see in the room, the best part about our room is when I look around the room for a game, I can look at I don't know with the new guys yet, but I could look at every guy around there and I just know what they're going to bring. So it's such a good feeling stepping into a game, knowing everyone in that game is going to give it everything they got because they're competitive. And it's just like, and that's you're going to win a lot of games that way. So, that's a huge bonus. And then we got a lot of talent and all those things. But that's the base of our group. And we have guys that just push each other and push the envelope and try to get better personally and then try to push each other to get better and challenge each other. And I think we can get better at that even more, especially when it gets down to the nitty-gritty at the end. And, I could be better at that, but I think that's kind of our foundation, and it's a fun room to be in.